What's up, everyone? Today we are going to do a Overwatch 2 map tier list. I'm going to go through all the maps. I'm going to go in detail throughout the maps, why I like them, why I don't like them. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section of why you like a map or don't like the map. Make sure to like and make sure to hit that sub button as well. First map on the list is New Queen Street. It's based out of Toronto. It's a push map. I'm going to put the map in... I think it is playable. They only came out with 2 push maps. One is Colosseum that we're gonna get to next. This one is the other one. It's okay. It does have a lot of good flanks. I do like it. So for an example, generally speaking, when you get to the first point, you do have a lot of chokes to get through. You do have, one choke. You do have the second way you could go, or you also have the third way, which is the very, flank type of way. You could go behind them, or you could take the high ground in the middle as well and shoot down on them. And you can shoot down on them. You could do that. My favorite way is coming through here and you take over the high ground. I feel like if you take over the high ground, you should win most of the fights. There's also a lot of flanks after the cart is pushed up a little bit. You could go through this way, the bar area. I don't know what this is called. You could go through this area and, flank around them again in the back. And the other last flank you could do on the far right side, taking control of this staircase that leads to their spawn. I feel like the spawns are actually pretty good too. They have a lot of cover that you can shoot behind and whatnot. And while the cart's in the middle area, you do have a nice little high ground to shoot down on. I really do like that. Other than that, it's a pretty straightforward map. Both sides are exactly the same. I do like it, but I think it is just a basic map. Ain't too bad. I like it. Circuit Royale. Now, Circuit Royale, I think, is one of the best maps that Blizzard came out with for Overwatch 2. Circuit Royale is literally beautiful, a great design map. I really love the scenery and whatnot, even without just looking at that. I mean, the map itself is really clean. The cart is literally a, F1 racing car. The only bad thing that I don't like about this map is the second point. The second point, the defenders do have an insane high ground to hold. As soon as you cap, you get your spawns are literally right there, and this is where they're holding. They can hold this for days. There's not a lot of ways to get around. I mean, you could go through here to try to take the high ground, but other than that, you can like hug this wall and try to go under them. But I feel like if you try to do that, the defensive team is always going to have that high ground on you, unless you come through here really fast. But like I said, you have the high ground. The Ana can literally just nade you from the behind and everything. Third point is great. I love the design as well. You have the high ground. You can take the high ground over here really quickly. The other team can hold the other high ground as well over here. There's a lot of high ground in this map, and I feel like both teams can utilize it, both the offense over there and the defense over here, especially the last point. If you are attacking and you get a person up here, like a pocketed Ashe and Mercy or a soldier, and you're raining down shots up here and you're uncontested, I feel like you are going to win the game no matter what. Don't forget, though, they do have a spawn there, and they do have a spawn over there. But I feel like even the defenders can get up here really easily and have a fighting chance to defend the last point as well. Like I said, the map, beautiful. I love it. This map is great. I always have fun on it. Circuit Royale, definitely an A++ map. They did a great job on it. The next map we have in our list is Colosseum. It's also a really pretty map. I like the designs and whatnot. I like the designs in the map. Colosseum, I'm gonna put in playable. The reason I'm gonna play in playable is because they only came out with 2 maps. Like, Toronto's the other one, Colosseum. I really want them to come out with more push maps, and based off the first 2 that we got, we could say, hey, the next push map is either gonna be really good, or it's gonna be worse than the 2 that we already came out with. I feel like the first 2 are like the basic ones, and whatever we come out with after that is gonna be better or worse. Hopefully they don't come out with another Paris or Horizon Lunar Colony. It's a pretty straightforward map. I like it. It's not too bad. It's not, I don't think it's like a holy wow, I got this map, it's really going to be fun. Remember, there is no competitive, so it's only quick play. It's either a roll or it's not. There's really no close matches. But going into Colosseum, it's pretty straightforward. I like it. You push the cart, You have a little bit of flanks on the left side where the health packs are. You also have this far right flank. If you come out of spawn, you can literally just go straight, fall right down. You can also, don't forget, there's also the staircases, the mega right here, all the way on the flank. Like I said, a beautiful map. Really well designed. I love it. You know, they're doing great on the maps. Anyways, you could come over here. I literally did not know about this until recently. You could literally come around here and boom, you have the first checkpoint right here. And also, even if you're coming back from spawn, you don't have to go that way. You could always go on the left side, go through here, go all the way across, and then you're literally at the other checkpoint. So that's pretty nice. They have a lot of flanks on this map, which I like. DPS can always find a flank. Also, after you do win the first team fight and you're pushing the cart, and let's say you get the cart, the robot right here, Timmy, I call the bot Timmy. After you get right here or something, the defense can get in the windows. I feel like the windows are really, I feel like the windows are really very useful. If you're on defense, you could stay. Even if you're on offense, if you're on offense trying to get the last point and you're up here, you literally have the whole sight line. You can jiggle peek it. I love it. If you're on defense, you have this whole thing to shoot from. Very nice. Except you have to get really close to the window if you want to shoot down. Really nice addition to the map. The only problem is, like, you can't flank. If there is someone on the high ground up there and you're attacking, you have to go all the way around to get to the windows. Through here, you really can't. This takes you all the way down. And also around here, this is like the forward spawn area. Like I said, though, Colosseum, pretty straightforward map. I don't really prefer, you know, Toronto over Colosseum. If I get them, it's just okay, in my opinion. The next map we have in the list is Midtown. Midtown, I feel like, is a very fun map. I like it. I guess it's new is why I like it. It does have little side flanks that you could go on. There is a lot of high ground on first point, second point, and third point. So I don't know if it's a DPS heaven or not, but it is fun. When you're attacking, the reason I like this map is, like I said, there's a lot of high ground. When you're defending, you have all this to shoot from. They could come from this way, which is a great way to attack from. You do have high ground right there. Another great way to attack from. I don't know if you guys know this, but instead of only coming through this spawn door or that spawn door, there is a back spawn door, which I didn't know until an Overwatch developer showed me. You could come through here. Literally run all the way around without the enemy team seeing you. Or feeding ult charge, by the way. You won't feed ult charge to the enemy team. You could come all the way around. You come in this little area, and you are technically right under the subway, which is under them. They don't have an LOS on you, and you could literally go straight to point. Do watch out for people in this window if they are holding this far back, if they are holding point instead of forward. This is a really great window, the hold from the other team. You can come through that way, or they will also be holding in this door as well, which they could be blocking off the choke. But I feel like most teams that I do watch are holding really far forward. So I do say go that way. Second point is really strong. I like it. If you are defending, you can sit on the high ground above them. When they walk in, you can shoot down on them. You have this side. You also have this side you can shoot from. Some characters, by the way, some characters are too short to make this jump like this, but other characters are going to be able to make this jump, and you can walk all the way around and take this high ground, unless you are playing Ashe. If you are playing Ashe, you can get on top of this. It is also another spot you could get on, or Winston, or a lot of people. It's a pretty nice area. If people walk in, you can hit them with a little surprise dynamite and do a lot of damage. Or if you want to play it safe, play it here. There is this high ground that took me a very long time to figure out how to get up here. When defending, you can stay up here, or even attacking, you have a very great sight lines. And to get into that area, you have to walk all the way on the right side if you're attacking, and run all the way up. I feel like it's very nice. Even if an enemy team is up here defending the area, they can't really see you walk in there. So you can get the sneak up on the people defending. This map has a lot of flanks. You know, you could go on the far right side, and even the farther right side. That's the spawn. It opens up. You do have the high ground defending, which is really nice, and you also have the high ground attacking, which is also really great sightlines for people to use. Don't forget, you also have staircases leading up to the high ground, so do watch your flanks. You have this one, and also one that I didn't even really know about is one from the low ground, which is right here. And also the low ground can take another flank. Another great spot for defending and to watch out for attackers is defenders can hide up here and actually hide up here. Right here and right here. It's really good. I saw Ash getting pocketed by Mercy. It's tough to take out, or they could be holding the high ground. And I'll show you guys what that looks like in a second. They could be holding up here. Really great sight lines. Like I said, if you have a person shooting from here and a person shooting from there, you set up a little crossfire. When the attackers do take this, they can use it against the defenders. It's pretty nice. You do have another high ground to go to over here. If you can't coach gun yourself up there like this, you can take the long way, which is basically running all the way over here. And you can take the lift to take the high ground, which is basically here. And you're up on the high ground. Do watch out though. There is a little glitch spot that defenders can go into, or attackers. When you're taking the lift, you could jump when you're getting close to the top and it boosts you. So when you're going up, you can jump, take the boost, and literally hide in the corner. If you see someone trying to take the high ground, if you see anyone coming, you do have the surprise factor on them. Other than that, I think it's a very great map overall. We have Oasis. The changes, they don't have night and day yet for all these maps. They only have the certain ones for the beta, because I guess it's new. We're playing it on the beta since it's new. But Oasis is now dark. It looks really nice. I love the lighting for the dark map. I do think Oasis is a mid-tier map though, even with the changes. It does look nice, but I think as an overall Koth map, it ain't the best. Route 66 nighttime is actually... I like it. It's actually, I do like the, I don't know if it's, I like it because like I said, it's new to me, or like it does look nice. It does have the same feeling as a normal Route 66 game. So I'm gonna put Route 66 in playable, for sure playable. The only thing they changed is this putting a rock right here for, I guess, extra protection. This is a one random rock that's not even in Overwatch 1. I do think that's the only change that they made to Route 66, so I'm not so sure. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, Dorado. I don't care what anyone says. You guys could hate me or love me, but I think Dorado, it doesn't matter if it's daytime or nighttime, is the worst map in the game. I'd rather have them put 2 CP back in the game so I could play that than to play one game of Dorado. Don't like it. I don't have fun on it. It's trash. That's all I'm saying. But they did change a little bit with Dorado. Let's go check that out right now. After you cap first point, they did add a wall right here. So when you're on the high ground right here, for an example, and you're shooting, the attackers can easily go on the left side of the map a little easier with a little bit of protection. Oh, and they also added 2 cars into the map for, I guess, a little protection, a little bit of LOS. I'm pretty sure that's the only change they made to this map. Let me know if there is more. That being said, we move on to our next map, Ilios. So Ilios, I do think it is... I think it is a playable Koth map. It's not... I prefer it than Oasis. Oasis is but, you know, Ilios, you know, you have the sniper map, you have the well. I do think it's really fun overall, and you do have the lighthouse. So I do think the map's fun. I don't think they made any changes. Really not too much to say about that map. Going next is Lejang Tower. Now, Lejang Tower, they made it, I think, a little bit sunsetty instead of nighttime. I mean, whether it's sunset or daytime, I think the map is one of the best Koth maps, hands down. If you get that map, you're going to have fun. By far, really enjoyable. I don't think anyone's going to be able to disagree with that. I don't think there's any changes, like I said, so let me know if I made a mistake there. But by far, one of the best maps in the game. Now, this is interesting. Our next map is Gibraltar. I think Gibraltar is playable. And the reason I say it's playable is because it's not really mid-tier anymore. I used to think it was mid-tier because when you used to look up when you're defending first point and the attackers have the high ground, you used to look up, you used to not be able to see anything, you used to be blinded. They did change that a little bit. You are able to see a little bit more, and they did also add a few changes into that map as well, which I'm going to show you right now. What I mean by you not getting blinded anymore, I do think it's a little bit more visible. You're still probably going to get blinded, but not as much. I do think the map is better looking. The only changes that I do know on this map is first point. You do have a barricade right there for the defenders to hide behind. If you're attacking and you're on the bridge, that is new. Defenders can start hiding behind this, which I think is really nice. They did add a little bit more cover. The other thing I could think of is on second point, they did add this little cover for attackers. That being said, I don't think there was a lot of changes in second point besides that one box. Third point is a little interesting though, because they did add this cover to the high ground, so attackers or defenders can peek and hide behind this, making it harder for people to get them off the high ground now. They also added a barricade here for the defenders or the attackers, but mostly the defenders, I guess. So instead of crouching and hiding behind the wall here, they're going to be able to just, stand right here and ask for heals. And I think that's about it for the changes on this map as well. Little subtle changes here and there. Maybe you guys picked up on it, maybe you didn't, but they're nice. I like them. That being said, our second to last map is Eichenwald. Eichenwald has never been a bad map. It used to be a bad map in Overwatch 1 when the first point choke used to be terrible until they added a second point choke. But other than that, this is Overwatch 2. I do think Eichenwald is a really great map. I don't think they added anything to the map. It does look really good. It is during the evening now, I believe. Great map. Hands down, it's basically the same thing as Overwatch 1, so that was pretty easy. And King's Row by far is one of the best maps, daytime or nighttime, hands down. It's Scrim's Row. Like, who's gonna hate Scrim's Row? You can play literally anything you want. Everyone knows the flanks on it. I don't think they added anything new, but I hope you guys enjoyed my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed the little things I also showed you on the current maps, the little new things, I guess you could call them, the new barricades. Anyways, there wasn't really a kind of bad map, I guess. There's only 12 maps to pick from, and most of them were already good. Make sure you guys sub and like the video as well. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below.